I'd have a minimum of like a year and a half to get married.
Yeah,
Like if you know, you know, yeah, but like also you don't really know someone unless until you live with them. Like
I agree. I mean, because that's like a big thing too. Like Alex says, like, oh, you're not supposed to live with someone before, and it's like, I think that's just a dumb thing. Like, you should live with the person. You should be intimate with the person, because if you're not, then like, what if it doesn't work out? Or what if
right.
you don't get along when you live together? Or you guys just don't mesh physically and it's just like uncomfortable and awkward, stuff like that. Then like,
Excellent.
I don't know, that would just be ass and probably not be good.
Guess folks will live anywhere.
Yeah, like I I really just like it's the most basic stuff too. Like yeah, you can love someone, but like let's say they just are a slob and like that's your biggest pet peeve is you know you want
Oh yeah,
stuff
no,
to be clean.
exactly. No,
Like
I
how would you know that
100%
before?
agree. I think it is ridiculous to be like, oh, and just like ignore that stuff. Like you have to think about it.
But if you know, you know.
I get allegedly yes, but like, what's just a bad idea?
It's like 50% of all marriages in the US end in divorce. Like
Yeah. Now
you're
it
you're
would be
playing against the odds, bro.
yeah. Although I'd be curious to see like going into it because like I'd be curious. A couple of those people I know that are getting married and everything are very, very religious. So I'd be curious to see the amount of religious people that get divorced
True.
that are like super religious.
Or at least
Um,
religious
or
people
like,
that are
are they?
happy with their marriage.
Yeah, that was a headshot. Let's go.
What are you playing?
Some Mountain Blade. Some
Oh,
fucking looter
nice.
ran up to me, fucking hit him. Oh, that's two headshots. Let's go. And they're
Did
now running away.
did Alec and Massimo tell you about their Roblox thing?
They have not. No, let's hear it.
So Massimo convinced Alec to like get interested in coding a Roblox game, and uh, that Alec's idea was to make Mountain Blade, but
What?
in
In
Roblox.
Roblox.
Be.
Yeah,
I fear nothing.
Why not just like play Mountain Blade instead? Is my wonder.
cause like Roblox is like that free marketing platform essentially for
I need not be afraid.
For coders.
Roblox games earn a lot of money.
Really? Hmm. I suppose. I mean, then go for it.
Yeah, that was really the main reason Alec got into it is because he saw how much they actually earn.
Yeah. Did not know that that was a thing to really make that much money on. But I mean, yeah, if that's the case, then go for it.
It was just interesting, like the idea of Mountain Blade to doing it. I think it like could work, but like I don't really see children like playing that sort of game. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I mean, like if I would have tried to play this game a while ago, I do not think it would have. I don't think I would have lasted very long at playing it, or just been not good. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, I've been the past couple of runs I've done have been very just very chill and like not necessarily like pacifist, but I haven't been super aggressive
Uh
or
huh.
anything like that. And I was just kind of sitting there next to this one thing, and like I like created a bunch of attachments or like kind of like a relationship with like one of the weaker
Uh huh.
kind of factions, and so like I couldn't really break my like thing with the faction because like all of my trading was wrapped in through them and everything in one of their cities. So like if I went to war with them, then but that was like the only way I could expand. So I was like, oh fuck, I'm like kind of just stuck here. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're creating a new build, and I'm just not gonna put money into anyone, and just basically be aggressive and just like challenge everybody basically, and see how well that goes or how well I can sustain that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even break a sweat. Not that it's an option. Someone's coming.
Find the heretic. You cannot hide.
What's that?
Search. Find them.
Yeah, whatever it was, it's gone now.
Wash away your
I don't think we're alone.
Would you say Mountain Blade's your favorite game?
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
Oof, it might be. I have. Oof, I think there's a good shot that it is. I think like that. I mean, there's obviously some of the classics and everything, like Minecraft and Skyrim. That in terms of just like being a complete game, like it's probably like Skyrim and Minecraft are probably better games
Mm-hmm.
than Mountain Blade is just like as a whole. But like in terms of my enjoyment, I think probably Mountain Blade and Valheim have been the two that like I've been all in on, and just like those are the two games that I really play now, and everything on my PC.
Yeah, I'd get back into Valheim, but I really, really want to finish Fallout 4.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, and I mean honestly, I've just been busy like constantly with school. Oh, that's I have not been playing nearly as much video games the past like month. I feel like than I was like all last semester or the first.
Yeah. I agree.
I
I mean,
just had
even like
like
freshman and sophomore year, I played like so much more.
yeah, no, for sure. Well, I mean, we literally would just like pull all nighters playing Civ 4.
Yeah, exactly. Could not do that now.
Oh, my body would just deteriorate. I pulled an all-nighter the other night because my entire apartment complex was just going crazy on Friday, and I had to work at 7. So like eventually it just got so late that it was like 4, and people were starting to quiet down. It was like I am just up. I might as well stay up. There's no way I'm waking up in 2 hours, and like
They're
that
just like
was
partying.
brutal. Oh yeah, there were people outside fucking wrestling, and like people put $600. Like there was $600 on 2 people fucking wrestling, which like just seems absurdly stupid to me.
Drunk
Like
people,
you'd put
bro.
yeah, and like they were all Twisted Tea guys, which made it even worse. I feel like, but like,
Yeah, that's interesting.
but it was just yeah, it was absurd. It's like all of that shit was fucking going on last night or Friday night, and then I had to work all day, and then I had my cousin's communion as well, or my cousin's daughter, who's 9 or 10. No, she's I think 9. But so the church now just decided that it's your first communion and your confirmation together because of basically just like you're supposed to be confirmed before getting your communion and
Mm-hmm.
everything. Like you're supposed to be a part of the church before, and like that's when your confirmation is. So like that's ooh, movement speed or maximum hit points. I think I want to go
I'd
speed.
rather speed, yeah.
Because
When
it's
I was
it was
little, oh god.
no, you go.
When I was little, in every game, I tried to be tanky as like possible. It was like my thing. I always went for HP. And now, like as I've gotten older, I'm like way more like give me agility and give me damage. Like perfect example is Skyrim. I was always heavy armor, and now I'm light armor.
You see, my Skyrim build, I almost always primarily do the exact same thing. Heavy armor, but then I do it archery and two-handed, or like that kind of just route is what I'll do. That like I can get in there and fuck shit up, but it's also fun just to sit back and like I'll basically just sit back and try and pick a couple people off, and then I can run in there and just bully the fuck out of people.
Only atoms glow.
But yeah, I mean, Mountain Blade is just like it's literally Skyrim, but just more in depth. I
Yeah,
feel like,
it's
or
like
or,
more
or
top
not
down.
necessarily. Yeah, I guess maybe not necessarily more in depth, but just like yeah, there's more shit you can do and expand, like creating an army. Like if Skyrim, you could do that. Oh my god, that would be so fun.
Gotta take off that bar first.
But also, there are obviously only two factions in that, so you can't really do that.
Roger and I, after I finish Fallout 4, we're gonna do a Witcher 3 playthrough. I don't know if you have that game, but
I actually have it on. I think I have it on my PS5 because it's actually. I thought it was free on there, although it might
oh,
have
so you could
been.
play through it with us then, if you're
Yeah,
interested.
I don't remember if it's. I don't remember if it's that there were a ton of games that they had for sale, that are like PS5 or PS4 classics they called them. Like a couple of the Fallouts were on there for free.
Oh yeah,
I was
Roger
able.
said that he got like
Yeah,
Fallout 4 or something for
I
free.
was able to get God of War for free and like just a couple like those really big games on the PS4. So I might have Witcher 3 on there
Well, if you
actually.
have it, you should play through with us.
I actually have never played the Witcher game, so I would
Me neither.
not be opposed to. Yeah, and like I mean like I like the show. Like I think it's such an interesting universe and everything that like I'm definitely like interested in it.
I
Which
see.
I do know they actually just wrapped up. They wrapped up filming for season 2 of that show.
That's cool. Yeah, I've not seen the show, but
It it
yeah,
it's pretty
I heard
good.
good things.
Be cleansed.
Yeah, I mean I don't think it's amazing necessarily by any means, but like for a video game slash book adaptation, I think it does a good job. I mean
Mm-hmm.
Henry Cavill's a good Witcher, so
Is it how
like
you
there's
pronounce
just
it?
that.
I've always
I don't
seen
know.
Cavill.
I've heard Cavill. That's what I've known. Like, but I've heard a bunch of people say Cavill, so like I just kind of say both. Like it's just kind of like I don't know. At times they'll say Cavill, at times they'll say Cavill, and it's just like yeah, same dude.
Behold, the faithful. Shouldn't take long.
I I have all the Witcher games. I haven't played a minute of any of them.
Oh really? Yeah. Just through Steam, I assume, or like you've collected them throughout the years, or
Yeah, it was throughout the year. Well, yeah, I just got them when they were in bundles or on sale.
gotcha.
I mean, Witcher 3, I like many people think it's the best game ever made.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I've heard and everything in terms of yeah, best games. I've heard that it's just like amazing and yeah, one of the best ones. So like I've definitely been interested in playing it.
So I mean,
But I've just
obviously, I'm a huge Fallout fan, and Witcher 3 came out in 2015, the same year Fallout 4 came out, and I
yeah.
was so hyped for Fallout 4. Like, I waited for that game essentially since I was like 9,
Yeah, I
and
just never got around to it.
it just never came out. It became like a meme when they just announced Fallout 5 already or Fallout 4 already. But yeah, they were announced the same year, and I was like pissed because no one liked Fallout for Game of the Year that year. Everyone was picking Witcher
Yeah.
3. So yeah,
I
that's
think Alec just did a playthrough of that recently, didn't he?
no, the freshman year I gave it to him on Steam library sharing. So he
Yeah.
tried it out and he liked it, but he only played like 10 or something hours in it.
Oh, really? I thought he like actually kind of got into it a little bit, but
No, because he doesn't actually own the game. It was just through my account. So he just kind of tried it out. But he said he really liked it. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited to play through that after we finish Fallout. After I
yeah.
finish Fallout.
Are you just doing what kind of playthrough are you doing on Fallout?
I'm doing a 100% run.
Okay,
Pretty much every game I play, I do 100%. Yeah, like right now, I'm just contributing to that playthrough.
yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I'm hoping once we get into the summer and everything and people have time, because like, oh my God, school is just so much worse than work. Just like,
Yeah.
oh, I feel like simply with the fact that you have to like actually prep and like do shit outside of school, or like work, you obviously don't. That
I
like
just
it
like
just
that
makes it.
I get paid motivates me.
Also, getting paid, yes. And the other big thing is just like the fact that when you take stuff home, you really don't have to take work home ever. And like the
Yes.
only time you do is if you're literally like top of the chain or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, dude, my teammate in this fucking tournament sucked. He just was on a horse and ran around the entire time and just let me get triple teamed with just a spear. And like, oh my, the spear shield combo is so ass. It's just not good. Like, I don't get why anyone, like, if you have a sword and shield, you can pretty much kill any amount of people just because it's literally just block and then hit when you see an opening and everything. And like the spear, just because of the length and everything, sucks ass, and I just hate it.
That's funny.
But half the tournaments uses a spear, so like, fuck. You guys doing anything this weekend for Alex's birthday?
I don't know. Like, I mean, like, yes, we just not specific, you know.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I guess
Honestly,
your birthday's exactly a week from today, so.
yeah, honestly, I mean, you guys should just go like to like the nitty gritty, just because he can drink for free that night.
Got it.
Yeah, I
Or
remember
something.
we did from Morgan's.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. I never
Gotcha.
went there for mine, obviously.
Yeah. Well, like I think were you the one that was with me? Oh no, I went out. I went with a
Nice.
buddy, freshman year, who was touring the campus and everything that year. But like even though I couldn't even drink freshman year, but I got fucking. They're like, oh, you still get a free drink. So I just looked at the most expensive thing, which was like milkshakes, and I had like three of them
I
because they were
remember we
like,
went one time freshman year.
okay, that's what I see. I thought we did, but I was like, I didn't go there on my birthday, but we didn't go
Hmm.
there on my birthday, but yeah, I did remember we went at some point just because like, hey, you want to just go?
Well, we
But
went to like pick up your car or something, and I was bored, and I like walked with you, and then we're like, hey, nitty gritty's right
that's
there.
right, yeah. Yeah,
It's
I'm trying to think. I
good.
think
I don't really like the burgers there, but
really,
it's just fun. Yeah, I think
yeah. I
burgers are
mean,
good.
I think it is a little bit more of a novelty thing slash getting drunk on a birthday or something. I think is more of what it is
Yeah, I want to try
than
some beers on tap. I should go to Vintage.
yeah. Well, that was my hope was, I'd try and get up there or something next week or the weekend after my birthday, but because of what's it called? Just because of finals and everything, I'll
It's the
probably have to wait.
weekend
But
after your birthday. That's not finals though.
it's the next week is finals because like I'd be there
Well,
then. So
your
like
birthday's
that's
the
more.
18th, right? So that's next Sunday.
Yeah. So then that following, I'd get there Wednesday, leave Sunday.
So the
That
21st, like 3 days after your birthday.
yeah, it'd be 21st or 22nd, which is, or yeah, that's when I'd get there and I'd leave on like I don't know whenever it'd be like the
26, right?
26th
Monday. Yeah.
or something, which is yeah, that it would be the Sunday. So or 25th.
So
Um,
that's not finals. Finals starts
it's
May
final starts
2nd.
that next week, but like Massimo was like, I wouldn't do anything.
2 weeks out? That's
And
insane.
Morgan said he probably wouldn't do anything either. So I was like, okay, and I guess maybe partly just they said that because they're also there for the summer, I think.
Yeah.
Although actually, I don't know if Morgan is, but I know Massimo
Morgan
will be.
is.
Okay, see that. Okay, that's what I thought. So maybe that's more of what they're just like, we'll just come after then, which I could do probably if we just wanted to like wait until finals and then we could just go out that like the day after finals and everything.
Yeah, you could come
Um,
up for like graduation or something.
yeah, we could do that. Or yeah, that might. When is that?
The
Yeah,
commencement
so
ceremony is May 8th.
Okay,
My
yeah.
last final is the 6th. So I think actually the 6th must be the last day to possibly have a final, because I doubt they'd have just commencement, the day before.
Yeah, and
or
like
the
I
day
think
after.
my finals are that same
A
week.
lot of folks at their work.
But I could definitely try and I depending on when they get done, like I might not have, I think I have 2 classes that won't even technically have finals that final week, but I have them before, um, and everything. So like yeah, if I'm done early, I could always try and come up before starting work, um, when everyone kind of is done, and then yeah, we could go out for commencement
I'm sorry,
and
but
stuff
10
like that.
cans is all I can commit to right now. It was selling like crazy for a while there, but there's been talk about people getting sick.
People get sick all the time. That has nothing to do with my product. Besides, I mean, I'm only selling the meat you people bring me. If there's something wrong with it, it's your own damn fault.
Oh, so now it's my fault? Forget it, the deal's off. You want to sell your product to the people out there? Then you can get out there and do it your damn self.
What? Hey, come on. Fine, leave.
Hey, there's something
You'll be
you need?
back.
Got some stuff for sale. Care to have a look?
Oh, I just need to get my party a little
Let me
bit
show you what
bigger
I've
so I
got.
can actually attack villages. I'm like just too small to be able to attack villages. So like I just need a little bit more recruiting in to get them a little more leveled up, which just means chasing around looters.
Looking
Just
to trade?
Sure.
What's
Let
it
me
called?
show you what
Grunt
I've got.
work.
Yeah, pretty much. Just beginning game shit. I did just realize, because like so typically, because you like can ride a horse all the time and everything, and it like makes your
Mhm.
party faster and that stuff. So I like normally almost always do that, and I was looking through some of the skill things, and I was like, why am I always slow as fuck too? And it's because that is all what's it called? Um, that is all athletics, which is like just doing stuff on foot, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But so now I'm just running around everywhere, which makes me a little slower, but like just making myself faster. Yeah, I think it's like strength and speed and like jumping. I think is basically all that does. Capture the prisoner.
Bitch. Oh, sorry you had to see that. Just some trade negotiations. Distributors. Always trying to talk their way into a bigger cut of the profit. I'm Theodore Collins, and I bet you work up quite an app.
What was that about people getting...
Look.
Really?
A few people.
Really?
We buy...
What do you mean contaminated?
There might have...
Yeah?
But, look, except on the...
Yeah?
We've got a...
Yeah? So I can have a look around.
Boy. Well... Are you interested?
So I can have a look around.
Yeah.
I might be able to take...
Really?
Oh?
I'll even...
Really? Excuse me.
Ah, you're back.
How long have you been playing your Fallout run?
Dude, I've been playing this since like freshman year. I
Oh
paused
really?
it to play Skyrim with the group, so like I essentially stopped Fallout and then 100%ed Skyrim, and now I'm back to it.
Gotcha.
Sure.
A great price.
So when you say you 100% Skyrim, what do you mean by that? Like, did all the
so
quests? I'm assuming no.
No, I have done all the quests, discovered all the locations, got all the achievements.
Jesus. Okay, so you did legitimately.
Yeah, I did everything there is to do in that game.
Yeah. How many hours was that?
That took like 170 or something, 175 hours.
Okay, yeah, because I saw someone on Reddit a while. It was like a couple of years ago, but they posted like, oh, just 100% in Reddit, put X amount of days or whatever, and all that stuff.
Could that have been me? Because I did post it on Reddit.
No, I don't think so, because it was a chick.
So
I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't. What did you post it on?
Just the Skyrim subreddit.
Then I mean, honestly, it could have been. I don't remember if. I mean, I have seen multiple of those just because I've been on the subreddit and everything. So that's actually funny that maybe I have seen. Well, actually, What's your Reddit name?
I can just find the post.
That also works.
Because, yeah, my Reddit name's just Goofy Soccer, but it'll probably be easier for me to find the post since I only have, like, 3 of them. But, yeah, I essentially... Oh, yeah, another thing I got in the game in Skyrim is... Oh, it was 166 hours. But another thing I got in Skyrim is I got all the skills to 100. And I got all the perks. That's what I meant. I got all the perks, so I was level 252.
Gotcha. Let's see. Work with me, computer. Yeah, that was not not the post that I was thinking of. The one I saw, it was like a picture of like their living room
Welcome to have a look.
and
I see.
everything. Like, oh,
Stay
just
out of the
it was like
openings.
sit whatever. Took a picture of the TV and everything, and their legs were in it, and it looked like they were pretty
Oh, yeah,
squirrely.
I
Safe
definitely
down
would
there.
never do that.
I've witnessed some unspeakable
The thing is,
things in
like,
my day, but this may
For
take
me,
some
a lot of
getting
people say they 100% of the game, but they just consider that getting all the achievements. Like, I actually 100% it. I do all the quests, I discover all the locations, and I get all the perks. I've done
Yeah.
that for every game. I've done that for Fallout 3, did that for Fallout New Vegas, did that for Skyrim. It's just kind of...
Hey, boss,
Someone said this
anything
is
but
beautiful. So very beautiful. Oh my god, I want to cry of happiness. My heart is soaring, and now I know this is possible. Thank you for teaching us the way. Oh my god, now I have a new goal in life. XD.
XD. Cringe.
Hello there.
What the fuck? For some reason, my Reddit's just not working.
It doesn't
Or
like
at
you.
least on my phone, it's just like shitting itself. It's just not wanting me to find you.
Huh.
Chain
Look here, Olaf. Let's see what you have to say.
I think that's the only post I've ever posted on the Skyrim subreddit.
I've never made a post. I think I've made one comment ever.
I've
It's
made
just
a few comments. I used to do more when I was like 16 or something.
yeah. The one subreddit that gets me pissed off and makes me want to comment more than any other one is the NFL subreddit. Just because, like, the amount of people on there that are just, like, idiots. Like, someone will
Yeah,
post
bro.
just like, oh, get rid of the entire team, like, fire Zimmer, like, Kirk Cousins fucking blows, Zimmer's not a good coach, Spielman doesn't know what he's doing, just hit a reset, trade everybody, and, like, try and trade up for Lawrence. It's like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, you just don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't really get those people.
Yeah, or like well, I've actually it's so in Clash Royale is on this like super hardcore subreddit, and I was like, I don't want to be as hardcore, so I went to a lower one or whatever. It's a Viking one, so we're talking and stuff like that, and some of the people have like said some things, and like I'm pretty active on that one, just because I'm just good at the game, so like it's easier to be active or more vocal when you're like, I'm the best person in the clan, just by far and everything. So like it's a lot easier that we'll just like be vocal and stuff like that and like talk. And some of the people who just like said something like, "Okay, you're just dumb," like and stuff like that. Like after games, we'll talk and stuff like that, and just kind of chat back and forth. And be like, "Oh, what are your thoughts on that?" Or "What are your thoughts on this trade?" and stuff like that. And for the most part, we're all pretty civil and just like, yeah, you know.
This place would give a mutant nightmares.
Yeah, that Viking subreddit. Oh my god, that pisses me off so much half the time.
Yeah, seriously, I get pretty annoyed. Especially the game day threads.
Oh, I know. I will do post game threads for like everything. Like I'll go onto the NFL subreddit and look at the post game just because like oftentimes the post game one, like especially on the main NFL subreddit, just turns into a bunch of memes about what
Yeah.
happens. Like that's kind of more of my tempo. But yeah, no, the during the game ones are just like
It's toxic as fuck. I hate it.
uh-huh. Yeah, not a big fan of it. Although I still repeatedly go on it, so.
I never go in the game threads. My heart can't take it.
Yeah, I always say like, oh, I'm not gonna look at it, and then I end up just like halfway during the game or during a commercial break, I'm like, oh, let's hop on and see it, and then it's just like, oh, we should have kept Teddy, and it's like, okay, like, oh, did you see the one it was like NFL their Instagram posted it or whatever, and it was like a thing, and it was quarterbacks in their first 100 games with like
Oh
over
yeah, Kurt
100 touch.
and Aaron.
Yeah, and we're just like, are you kidding me? Like, what the fuck is this? And it's just like, I mean, they're literally just listing off a stat and stuff. That's just
Yeah. It's like I dislike passer rating as much as the next guy, but why would you get mad at that?
yeah, and
Just because Kirk doesn't get one thing.
yeah.
Someone made a real mess of you, didn't they?
What if Aaron Rodgers quits and becomes the Jeopardy host?
Dude, that would be the funniest fucking thing ever.
I would
Especially
so
like
rub
if
their faces.
if he did it like Andrew Luck style, like halfway through the preseason, and it's just like, I just don't want to do this anymore. Oh my god, that would be so fucking funny.
That would be hilarious.
I do think Rogers is one of the guys that will just walk away whenever he wants to. Oh my god, what the fuck? Mountain Blade is a fucked up game. One of the news things that just came by was that someone just had a baby that was stillborn.
Oh man.
Like I'm just scrolling along and see so and so won the tournament, so and so captured so and so delivered a stillborn. It's like fuck.
So, are you playing on your PC now then?
Yeah.
How's that been?
I'm right now at 175 FPS and in the middle of a battle.
That's
So
nice.
amazing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it actually is running that or if just that's like because I know like I just remember someone saying like some things just like max out at certain things, so I don't know if it's maxed out there or not, but all I know is
Yeah.
I probably got too nice of a monitor, but like fuck it. I'll take it.
Well, the thing is, you have to make sure to turn off VSync pretty much in any game you play.
Yeah. That's what I actually because I did that in I have it turned off in Mountain Blade. But I did that in Valheim too, just because I remember like that's what you said when I was playing that and everything. And motion blur, you said you always turn those off pretty much.
Yes.
So pretty much when I pulled up any of the games for the first time, I looked to see if that was something I could turn off.
Motion blur, I just hate how it looks.
Yeah, I mean
I feel
half the
like it
time
reacts
without
way
it.
slower too.
Yeah, half the time it. So what does VSync actually even do?
So VSync, it ties your frame rate to your monitor's refresh rate. So if it's 60 hertz, your game would be capped at 60 FPS.
Ah, okay. So actually, that would not even matter for me.
Okay, but here's the thing. It does matter. Another thing it does is if at any point in time your like FPS like goes above 144,
Yeah.
and then it drops below it, what VSync does is it prevents screen tearing and stuttering by like it averages out the frame lengths to make sure it's smooth. But what that does is it introduces input lag.
Gotcha.
So you get a smoother picture sometimes for input lag always, and I'm a big
Hmm.
uh not fan of VSync. I turn it off
Yeah.
pretty much on every
Well,
PC.
so basically, when I went to go get my monitor, I was talking to the guy, and I was like, "Look, I'm gonna be completely honest. I just got my PC, and just was like, this is what my friends said to get. Like, these are the big things you want to get with like the refresh rate, the resolution as well a little bit." And I was like, "That's just those are the things I was just told to do." And he's like, "Okay, well, these are the two that actually have those capabilities. We have one in stock, and it is kind of a behemoth." It's 27-inch screen,
Is it the
with
Asus one?
it's a Legion one, but it's 165 refresh rate or whatever,
Interesting.
which
Yeah.
Roger didn't even realize that existed. Because I was
Oh,
like, hey,
what?
like,
They have 240 now.
yeah, I don't know, he was like, oh, I honestly thought like 144 was like the highest.
Ah, he's a dumb thought then. Yeah, it goes up to
Yes,
240 these
gotcha,
days.
but it is very nice. It is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 144 hertz is life changing. Like I could never go
Oh
back to
yeah.
60
Well,
hertz
like
after.
my other monitor that I have and everything, that's, I mean, it's old and everything, so like, I don't expect much from it. We've had it for probably like 6 or 7 years. Is 60 FPS,
Yeah.
which like I always knew it was worse than like it was even worse than my laptop. Everything like, but it's pretty comparable. But then after I got this one, it's just like holy fuck, that the new one is just so much better. It just everything looks better and like everything runs well on my PC. Like as I said, like I'm literally just I'll play and I'm getting 170, 180 refresh rate.
Mhm.
Who killed
The
the
best way
lights?
I've ever heard it described is it's like the difference between wiping your butt with toilet paper and showering the crap off your ass. It's, that's what
Interesting.
60 hertz to 144 hertz is. That's like, I think it's so true. Like 144 hertz, very
As long as
smooth,
you're carrying it.
life changing. Like, you just,
Ugh, what
Yeah, no, for
whereas,
the
sure.
hell aroma is that?
it's so good.
Or just the toilet paper to the bidet.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Toilet paper versus bidet.
You're in for it now. All right.
Actually, I think I'm a
Someone's
big
coming.
fan of. I've normally not been a huge fan of the like Batanian or whatever. They're like a group or like a culture
They won't be
or whatever.
bothering anybody
But they're
now.
actually kind of fun. All of their weapons that they use and everything are two-handed. It's like either just giant axes or giant long swords. In like the tournaments and just like the wars, everybody's runs and swinging these giant like war hammers. Which is like actually kind of fun. Although you will get what like if someone connects with you, you're dead in one swing. So it's kind of like just high risk, high reward. You can't really block them. Oh, there we go. Won the tournament. Got a
Congrats.
bear pelt. Thank you.
I'm gonna go swimming in a sewer filled with ghouls.
Ooh, very fun. So, what are the I guess like villains, so to speak, like
I mean, there's
um,
a lot in Fallout.
are, are a lot of them radioactive? I feel like probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of enemies. There's like mutants. There's ghouls. There's
Won't be bothering anybody now.
like raiders, which are other humans. There's just a ton.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured since it's, all about Fallout and everything. I'm assuming it's based off a nuclear Fallout, so I figured it's all
Yeah,
very
it is.
radioactive and stuff like that.
Honestly, my favorite part about Fallout is the storyline. Like, there's a lot of really cool lore.
Okay. Hmm. Now, Bethesda also does that, right? Or am I crazy?
Yeah, Bethesda does it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Nice.
Yeah, I personally like Fallout, the series, more like a lot more than I like Skyrim. but it's just, personal preference.
Yeah, I mean, I have not played anything else besides Skyrim. I haven't played any of the other kind of Elder Scrolls games.
I would even just say like straight compared to Skyrim. Like I like Fallout games more.
Gotcha. Yeah. Although, do you know, or have you heard of the game like Elden
Elden Ring?
Yeah, which is coming out.
Yeah, that's more like Dark Souls than anything else.
Yeah. No, that's what. Yeah, Roger mentioned it to me, and he said I should look into getting it because him and a couple of people he said are going to get it. But I
Are
thought
you
it
into
was.
Dark Souls?
I've played it
No,
I've done it a little bit and everything. Or I've played some of them. I think Bloodborne, because that's the first
Oh
one.
yeah, Bloodborne. Yeah,
Because
that's
I actually that was free on the PS5. So I played a little bit that I'm like kind of interested in it and everything. But supposedly it's like based off of it's supposedly based off of Game of Thrones.
Elden Ring is?
That's what, because I thought it was yeah, let's see. My roommate looked it up because I was trying to describe it to him and I forgot what the game was exactly, and he looked it up, and supposedly it's based off of some sort of Game of Thrones George R. R. Martin thingamajigger, which I don't remember unless he pulled up. Let's see.
I'm be honest, it would surprise me if that was true. It might be inspired by it, but I'd be
It could very
shocked, man.
easily. It could be that. And he just read it as it's from that. Let's see.
Because they'd have to get licensing rights and all that, and
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. So Elden Ring is an upcoming action role-playing game developed by From Software and published by Bandai Namco. The game is a collaborative effort between game director and fantasy novelist George R. R. Martin. So, okay,
Oh, it
yeah. So
is?
he is. Yeah. So it's not actually Game of Thrones, but they're using George R. R. Martin as a collaborative.
I
He's
see.
working,
I don't
helping
hear a
them.
peep. And now I'm wondering. Now
Okay.
you got problems. Didn't even break a sweat. Your funeral.
That's kind of cheap, my dude.
Coast looks clear. What's that? Look who it is.
Oops, didn't do that.
I won't be bothering anybody now.
Yeah, when you first got your haircut, it took me by surprise a little bit just because you've had your long hair for so long.
It's not even that short, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's. I mean, I tend to get haircuts just when it starts to get like fluffy, and like
Yeah.
just starts growing outward instead of down.
No, for sure. That's normally when I would get my haircut, but I decided I'm gonna wait until my
Got it.
birthday to cut it. And now, since that's only a week away, I'm like, fuck, I think I might want to keep it a little longer.
Here's what I got.
Although everybody says, everyone in my family and my friends from Hayward, when I was up there when we were selling the house, everybody's pretty much first impression, they would just be like, Logan, why the fuck do you look like Tim Allen from Santa or whatever?
Bad
That's
Santa.
supposedly I look like, yeah, I supposedly, just because like my hair goes up and I've got the beard, supposedly I look like Tim Allen.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Which, like, honestly just makes me want to keep it even more just because, like, everyone's like, Logan, you look like fucking Tim Allen. I just, like, that's funny. Like, how many people, like, have that? Like, very few. I'm just like, yeah, fuck it.
It's an interesting take to be sure. We stripped like 4 mines. I gotta pay attention, man.
Very nice.
There we go. I saw this one. I'm just not expecting any mines to be up there. Oh, God.
We are just eating these guys alive right now.
Yeah, I would like to see you get into Fallout. I think you'd really like it because it's really the best. To me, it's the best parts of Skyrim with more fun combat. I like the
Okay.
setting more than Skyrim because I'm more of a fan of the post-apocalyptic stuff. I like the fact that it has guns more. I could never get into archery, and I like ranged more than I like melee. Like Skyrim's combat,
Yeah,
it's just like click, 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 click.
you're not wrong.
This is more aiming, which I like, and you have to actually like dodge stuff and
Yeah.
be sneaky. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely a bigger fan of the kind of just Lord of the Rings, just kind of that melee fantasy, just like I'm basically like what Mountain Blade is and everything. Although I don't hate the magic that's involved either, but like I never use magic really on playthroughs on Skyrim just because it's like one you can like get really cheese with shit, I know, and everything, and like enchant stuff to make it like ridiculous. Which just like seems like no fun to like make things so like everything's one shot. It's just kind of like why would you want to do that? But yeah, no, I think it's just such a archery, all that stuff. It's probably just from watching Lord of the Rings as a kid and everything.
Now that you know my little secret.
But yeah, it's I definitely fall more with the kind of medieval shit than the Fallout. Although a nuclear apocalypse does seem very intriguing.
Hi, marijuana. Oh man.
What happened? Trip
I just
another
turned around
mine.
and there's a robot.
Ooh, very nice.
Lights out for you. Just when I thought we were getting along.
Dude, the escorting the merchant caravans are like the easiest fucking quests. Just because you just run along next to a caravan and just have to like protect it, and it's all money per day, and they typically you end up traveling for like 8 or 9 days at times, and you just basically do one battle a day, where you have you have overwhelming odds to win.
Want me to give that terminal?
Got it. Perfect.
A bobblehead.
Nice.
Oh, just hit someone on my own team with a javelin.
That That sounds.
There was 4 of my guys went to surround it. This one guy that fell off his horse, and at that point, I was like, I already aimed, and I was like, you know what, fuck it.
That's some Olympic accuracy, Logan.
Oh yeah. So the twins have been doing well.
Too many folks these days.
Been
count
doing
on
well because I
violence to
fucking
solve their
choked today. I was so pissed.
Oh really?
Look around to
Although
see
the
what
Cardinals,
happens.
just for some reason, the Cardinals either put up 10 runs or they get 10 runs scored on them, so it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I couldn't name many of your pitchers.
Well, I mean, pretty much in rotation, we got Flaherty, who's the young guy who's like 24 or 25. And then you've got Wainwright, who came back for 1 year. You've got Martinez, who I don't even remember his first name off the top of my head, but he's like a lighter skinned black guy. And then that's pretty much it. Like, our pitching is not great right now, which is slightly concerning, obviously, but our hitting is at least good. Just with Arnaldo and
Arenado
Goldschmidt at our ready makes up a good pair. And Molina's old at this point, but he can still every once in a while squeeze out something. And he's just smart.
Yeah. I don't know how much you've seen, but dude, Buxton has been freaking popping off for us. He's like he's definitely he's like the MVP over Mike Trout right now.
Oh
He's
wow!
leading the league in OPS, slugging, batting average, on base percentage, home runs, and stolen bases. Like,
Jesus Christ! That's
he's like batting
definitely
500 right now with 5 homers.
fuck. How many games have the Twins played?
8. Oh yeah, and
Okay,
he's the best fielder in the league.
yeah, I that's what I figured he was around 8. I am slightly disappointed that that Colton Wong left, because if we would have had him, he's not the best hitter, but he's very good. Well, he was our leadoff guy, but he's also just a very good fielder and everything.
Yeah.
Because he's won the Golden Glove a couple times. So like having
Well,
him.
Arenado's, bro, the best third baseman in baseball.
Oh yeah, so if we would have been able to keep him, who's a very good second base, because he was second base, we would have been able to keep him, and then just have Goldschmidt at first. We would have had 1, 2, and 3, just have had good defenders, and then all of them hit pretty well as well, which would have just been nice. But yeah, I normally do the sturgeon culture in Mountain Blade, which is like kind of like the northern one and everything, just because it's kind of fun, and everything. But I was looking through some of the others. I was like, I'll mix it up, and I realized one of them, the one I ended up picking, they get like a 20% more XP to troops from battle, and so I was like, wait, why do I not just do that one? Like 20, like they all have different perks and everything, obviously, just like Skyrim. But like 20% more XP to your troops and everything in battles, like, is ridiculously good. It seems.
Yeah. I could see myself getting into Mountain Blade.
Yeah. It would. The one thing I want to do, because I know quite a few people that obviously Massimo has it, Alec has it, and then I know a couple of people in Hayward that
I have it.
Oh, you have it as well? Okay.
I might have all of them but the new one, but
yeah. Well, because I knew it was. I thought I saw it on your wish list. But it's one of those games that I've definitely been like, because like there's a lot of online stuff for it that I haven't done yet, especially because I didn't want to do it with my laptop just because it wasn't great. But like, yeah, it'd be yeah, no, like it'd be fun to like get into some online stuff. Which like Alex said he'd probably be down to do once we kind of get out of school and everything like that and have more time. But ooh, let me buy all that beer.
There's beer in that game?
Yeah, there's beer and wine. Which like it technically just counts as regular food. But
Huh.
like it'd be really funny if like you could drink it, and then like your just like your motor skills or something like that just went like awful or something. You just like couldn't walk as well or something.
Scanners detecting sentient life. Alert level elevated.
Although, yeah, that is the one thing I think that would be kind of interesting is if, depending on what you ate, actually, like, it does morale stuff, the amount of, or what food you have and everything. But it'd be kind of cool if there was, like, physical things, like in Skyrim, how, like, if you drink wine, you get certain,
Hmm.
like, you get health, but maybe your stamina takes longer to recharge or something like that. Get back here, you piece of shit.
You are really pissing me off. Take him out.
Okay, this is just not. I'm chasing a group of looters that we had the same exact speed, so they were just like slightly ahead of me the entire time, but I was just like hoping to somehow overcatch them, and it just did not work.
You are seriously fucked. You
Too
know
much
that?
speed.
3 fast, 5 me.
Precisely.
I'll be doing the world a service. Got me good. Just when I thought we were getting along.
Ooh, I leveled up. Let's go. I maxed out my agility now. Let's go.
Very nice.
4, 4, 5. So only if I spend 13 levels, I can max out all my stats. But yeah, man, I just love playing this game so damn much.
Yeah, I've definitely gotten much more into solo player games
Same.
and stuff like that recently. Pretty much, I mean, I would probably say since like freshman year. And partly there haven't been a ton of great multiplayer games I think that have come out. The Call of Duties haven't been good, and stuff like that. So part of it I think is also just that of it's just like there's nothing really to play. But I am very excited for just I mean the sports games and everything because EA is partnering with Tiger Woods to make something. Or no, 2K is. They're doing a Tiger Woods golf, and then EA actually just now got the rights for the Masters for like 10 years to put that in the game. So they're now coming out with a game, Road to the Masters, which will be kind of like you can play as pros, but also create a person, and so like the online for that is fun. That me and Johnny play that. And then we'll play that together. But then NCAA, we're looking forward to that to play against each other, and because
Man,
most
that's gotta
likely,
come out on PC.
yeah, I think it will, but like I'll definitely get it for my PS5. But most likely they'll have like an online stuff that you can kind of like both take over different colleges is what we're hoping for. So then like our plan is to go just take over two bum colleges and try and turn them into like winning programs and all that stuff.
I can never do that. I always just play with my team.
I mean, definitely when I was younger and played before, I definitely was always either Connecticut or Wisconsin because those were the two teams I root for, compared to anyone else. But I think it would be kind of fun, and part of the problem too is since we're both Badger fans,
Yeah.
then I guess unless someone had a big secondary school that they like, that is equal